We back, man. Today we're gonna talk about the black man's true purpose in life. But don't nobody know because society, the system, the government, where you want to call these people the elite, the Freemasons, the people that's in control of what we watch on TV and the internet, have programmed to have us to believe that a certain type of way black people or people in general supposed to behave. And I'm trying to break down the codes and have a clear understanding of what's the definition of a real goal. Because see, people talk about, oh, you gotta meet your goals in life and this and that. Like majority of the time, every time when you look up and see somebody talking about a goal, it's something to benefit other people. The goal is not for you to help yourself. The goal is for validation and approval and acceptance and all this other bullshit. So you looking at it like, damn, man, like, I done reached my goals and, everybody bragging on you, everybody talking about how well you did. Those are things of the so-called program gold. And if you don't have that goal, you worthless, you this, you that. But what is the real true meaning? But they tell you you shouldn't worry about, oh, what's going on with other people. You shouldn't be jealous. You shouldn't be mad because they're doing better than you and all this other nonsense. But what is your purpose then? What is your fucking purpose? What if God made you different when, you got people that don't have the ability to do what other people do. They don't have the same mind frame. Some people smarter than others. Some people slow. You know, just like a woman. Prime example. This woman might be attractive or whatever. She got a nice body. She got this and that. Now motherfucker want her in roles and movies and this that. She eye candy. Then you got the fat girl. She ain't that desirable, but they still use her for role playing movies, but only for a certain cast. She'll be like a ratchet, overweight baby mama type shit that's miserable and depressed or some shit. It's like the narrative of how society portray you to be. That's how they expect for you to be. It's all about control mechanism. It's all about what people approval of you. The goal is to reach other people's expectations. That's how they program people to believe. So that's why I asked the question of what the fuck the definition of a real goal. Is people getting their goals or what they want to achieve in life for somebody else or for other reasons? But see, the fat girl is limited to what role she can play. But the skinny girl that's or the thick girl that's attractive, she could get more attention, more validation, and more exposure and more of a success of what they're portraying. See, the people that run the world, they know what they're doing. They orchestrating people against each other. They want to tell you what's attractive and what's not. They tell you what's cool and what's not cool. That's why everybody programmed. See, people not understanding, like, you got people that's following the trend, so they feel like it's cool. But what happened to being your own man, standing outside the crowd, doing something that other people ain't doing something different? Well, then you're an outcast. But then they tell you, oh no, you don't supposed to follow the herd, you don't supposed to follow the crowd. But then when you don't follow the crowd, then they say you lame, you this, you that, all this other bullshit. So it's control mechanism where it causes confusion and you be all discombobulated and you don't have no clear understanding. So you like, damn, so which one I should do? They say if I follow the crowd, you know what I'm saying, that means I'm not a leader. I'm a follower. And I have no value within myself as a black man because I'm doing everything that everybody else doing. And I'm trying to get approval. But then if you do something outside and you different from everybody else's society, they feel like you weird. They can't understand you. They feel like that you're an outcast. They feel like you don't belong. They feel like you're the one that's lame if you're not following the crowd and the herd or the trend. So let's make it make sense. That's why I say this whole society has got to be broken down where you got to question everything. Cause they using psychological warfare. They playing with your mind like a psychologist. They telling you one thing, but then they switching it up. So you can have confusion within your mind and start thinking like, damn, you don't know what to do. You like, if I follow them, I'm fake. I'm not a leader. Then if you go try to be a leader, then everybody looks at you as an outcast. Because with leadership, it takes a certain type of status that you gotta have. They don't want to tell you that. But then when you have that status, what are you doing that status for? For other people approval. But then I thought they tell you that you don't supposed to worry about other people approval. They tell you, oh, confidence come within. You shouldn't worry about what other people think. But then how can you not worry about what other people think when these the motherfuckers that's hiring you? You can't just go in there and act the way you want to act because it's a control mechanism. So they tell you one thing, then they use another. They playing with your mind so you'll crash out. Because once you get confused about what you do and what you need to do, you get upset. You get upset and you get frustrated. Because you'll find out that all the shit was lies and it's something that's control mechanism to keep you from understanding the truth and moving a different way where you can be comfortable and happy and satisfied. And my definition of real confidence is doing what you want to do for your own personal reasons that's going to benefit you, not everybody else. Not everybody else worry about your money, your bank account, how much money you making so they can feast off your plate, eat off your plate and shit. No, I thought you was doing it for yourself. So it's like, which one is it? You got to make the decision for yourself. Because society gonna confuse you and they gonna say one thing then do another then go back to saying one thing then they causing confusion with your brain. That's why most people don't know what to believe. And they just fall in the trend because that's how they programmed to believe, that's how they was raised, that's how they was programmed to believe that that's the way they supposed to act. And these the things that you supposed to do out in life to be successful. But when you trying to be successful, you gotta kiss ass. You gotta kiss ass and go through certain people. That's the gatekeepers. That's in control of things that you feel like that you need or you want, and they got their hands on it. And if you don't comply to what they say, they keep you from getting it. They don't want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about how this whole society is fixed up and rigged up against you where they pick and choose or who be successful and who not. You got to go through certain people in order to be successful, motherfucker. Because that's other people approval. Like you casket, you role playing for a cast of a movie. It's their approval. How you gonna reach your goal if they don't approve of you being in the movie? Let's make it make sense. So if you don't get put in the movie, you failed your goal. That was supposed to be your goal, but these motherfuckers like the gatekeeper, you know. So all that is just basically control mechanism. So people run around here scrambling and not knowing what to believe because they changing the philosophies every decade, every year, every generation. They're changing it. Certain philosophies, or they adding on to it. Come on, man. But I sometimes I just think a little too deep for most people, man. That's how I look at life, man. I'm different. That's why I don't have certain people that support me because they programmed to want to see violence, naked women, and women shaking their ass. They want to see clown shit that's for the internet. They want to see so-called entertainment, which is clown shit, which is a circus act for all these clown ass people that's on the internet. And that's all I gotta say about this. You know what? I make my videos just for therapy now, cause I can't make it for any other reason because I don't have no goal behind this. I'm just doing something just to stay busy. I'm still trying to break down the code of what is the real definition of success and goals. So until next time, man, I'm still trying to find out what the real true meaning of life. Cause I know some of y'all out there don't give a fuck if you live or die, and I don't blame you because life is a journey, and it's a lot of confusion within life, and you still gotta break down, what is your real meaning of life, and separate yourself away from the program society that tell you you're supposed to act like this and behave like that and do your life like this for other people approval. When you're supposed to, have confidence with your own approval. You're supposed to be satisfied for what you do, not doing it for other people to like you, you know. But then if other people don't like you, they won't hire you. You won't get in these offers. You won't get in these business places that you need to be in. But more of that, we'll talk about that. Hopefully, I'll be able to get some other people up on this video and we'll have a discussion about this because life is fucked up, for real. And people out here scrambling, they don't even know their own meaning and purpose. They just follow in everybody else. They just follow in what society tells them. Until next time, man, I'm out.